We have now been in Mexico City for 2 days, so we thought we'd fill you in on our flying experience and how it's paying off having only carry-on. We're here during the rainy season, which we were very much told not to do, but so far it's been pretty good. Don't get me wrong, you get some rain, but usually for the beginning of the day, it's really nice and sunny, and then you get some showers later on. Yesterday, we had an absolutely gorgeous day. We took a walking tour around Mexico City, and we had beautiful weather for the whole day. So next time they say don't come here, it's rainy season, ask yourself, do I dissolve? The answer is no. Then you can probably handle it. A bit of rain never hurt anybody, especially when it's this warm. I don't really mind it.
No regrets, it's going well. Bag's heavy, full of shit. Needed it all.
We had a little bit of a nightmare. Well, it wasn't a nightmare, it was a near nightmare on the way here. When we were on our plane to Paris, like just as we're about to land, obviously we have a connection to Mexico City. The pilot is like, sorry guys, I can't land here. We're taking you to another airport. So as I felt the cortisol rise in my veins, I tried to keep it together. And luckily we landed, they did some checks and they were able to take us back, which was great. And we made our connection still. The airline food wasn't great, but beggars can't be choosers. It was just a bit too, soppy. I'd really recommend, oh my God, this bag is so heavy. I would really recommend the bag I got. So if you look online, you can get bags that are fitted exactly to be cabin bags. So I know that no one's gonna try and beef me about the size of my bag. Is it full? Yes. Will we have to acquire more bags? It's quite possible, but I would definitely recommend that for anyone who gets a bit nervous like me. Like, I can't imagine anything more stressful than them saying, this is too big, and me trying to insist that I need all these creams. One thing that I've picked up since being in Mexico City is that you should use Uber. You're going to get the cheapest rates on Uber. It's going to be the safest. And if you're not careful, you might do what we did after feeling a bit exhausted from a flight and end up getting a tourist tax where it's way more expensive than it's supposed to be, but you just look dumb enough that they charge at you. So definitely use Uber if you can. We also found that a lot of people in Mexico City don't actually speak English, so it's great to have a bit of Spanish on deck. On this occasion, Dan has been amazing. Turns out Duolingo does help a little bit, so don't believe the hype about it being useless, because he's had a bit of information going, and it's been quite useful, hasn't it, Dan?
Shout out to Paul Noble as well. Paul Noble's audiobooks on Spotify. It was 20 quid. It was 13 hours of audiobook, and I listened to the whole thing on the way here. Perfecto.
On the more superficial side of things, I've never been on a plane and not broken out. My skin is sensitive to everything, so when you get all those germs involved, all that sweet, sweet recycled air, it's just a disaster waiting to happen, which is where I introduce you to this. This is a little spray designed for babies. It's designed, when you see something that's designed for babies, you can be pretty sure that it's good for the most sensitive of skin. This is like a hygiene spray that is used to spray, on babies' hands, on babies' toys. That means you could put it anywhere. It's alcohol-free and it's antibacterial. So you can catch me on a plane, on a bus, and I'll be doing this. Refreshing. I wouldn't be able to do this without packing cubes. Packing cubes are great for a bunch of reasons. Obviously, they're going to squish down all your stuff and make it easier to fit, but also you can use one packing cube to put your tops in and one packing cube to put your bottoms in, so you're not having to unpack everything to find one thing. This makes it a lot easier. I also packed like a little plastic bag. This is to put my dirty clothes in, my laundry, so again, that's all in one place, and when it comes to laundry time, which is going to be pretty soon, you're all sorted. When planning my trip, I use Kiwi to see the cheapest places to fly in and out of, as well as little places to check out while I'm there. This is great if you're a budget traveller and if you're unfamiliar with the place like I was. I would definitely recommend to anyone else travelling on a budget.